It's a rivalry that defines the sport. One that everyone points to when asked what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Jet sweep pass. He never had a chance to get it to the edge, and first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Release to the back. On target. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
And these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
To the air on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things. And with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer, igniting the crowd.
Looking to fire. He's going for the big play. Touchdown, Wolverines! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Complete to start this drive. Still on his feet at the 45. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The Buckeyes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Quarterback adapting. Going to try to get it himself. Heading to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers, they can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
On first and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
Man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I can go back to 2006 when they were 1-2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing. In a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength.
Fake the spike, and he wants to throw. He wants to go deep. He's got it on the left. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll run it from the gun. Turning it on! They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
He unleashes a long one. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. But if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Snagged out of the air. At midfield, he's got room. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, they're after it! And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D-linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young, you know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a gamer.
The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off play action. Pressure coming. Trying to burn this defensive back. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
I guess they believe the entire field is four-down territory. A bit of an odd choice, but they'll go for it on 4th and 12 miles. He'll take another shot here. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Atchison. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Trying to move the sticks on third down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They'll leave it with him. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make second and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll move the tight end. Toss to the outside. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defensive speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
Yeah, and everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers run the football, it looks like you've got a little bit of space out wide, and then, boom, it's gone in a hurry.
And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Great job by the defense not falling asleep on that play. Like, you're right there in that fringe area, this part of the field where offenses will get a little bit aggressive and try to throw the football because they kind of think the field shrinking is harder to run. Nice job staying on it, staying disciplined, and executing by this defense.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He'll throw it. Makes the grab. Not gonna get there. Not gonna get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Wolverines come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a cheap-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. He'll set up to throw. Into the end zone. He's got it. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. He caught it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the 1st down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation. Throwing the...
Touchdown, Michigan! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And he added the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking downfield, it's Morton. He uncorks one deep. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're like, breaks into the open. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
To him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to pass. It's Morton. Fires left. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Turns it on in midfield. He's loose. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. And that one will put him up here in the second half. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
That's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long. With players like that, getting after him.
Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Morton. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the catch. Hard-hitting tackle.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And the Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. They send the tight end in motion. Now the play fake. Under fire. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got a man. It's Roach. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play. They just couldn't get it done.
Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's picked off for the third time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one.
Here we go, here we go.
Tight end now in motion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Catch in the middle, it's Atchison. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
From the gun, they'll try the middle.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Second down, he'll throw it. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that on the play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll send the back in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Thompson. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Might be changing the route. They'll move the wide receiver. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ohio State is dotting Michigan's eye as the Buckeyes are firmly in control.
And Ohio State, they've let a few get away from their rival in Michigan, and they're trying to get that back. So they came into this one with a chip on their shoulder. They're not always used to being in that position when they play against Michigan. But, David, in the second half here, it's all Buckeyes.
And you know you got to be physical. When you play the Wolverines, you know the type of brand that they play. Ohio State has matched that physicality. They have been ready. They were ready for the game, and they've handled business.
And the returner will be knocked down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got...
Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it down the left. Finds some room. Inside the touchdown, Wolverines. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll move the tight end. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it up to 34.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Morton. Swings it out to his running back. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. That last completion sets him up on second down. From the gun, the ground game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. You make closing arguments this time of year, and this passing attack has given them an emphatic point for the committee.
Dang right. You make those statement wins late in the season for ranking purposes, for resume purposes, and you're showing that you're a championship caliber team calling with this passing attack.
And into the end zone. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to out...
Touchdown, Ohio State! Fitted in the window for the score.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Skips away from pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Pocket breaking down. And as he throws, and the ball goes to the ground, incomplete.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw. It's Morton. It's complete to the right. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the route is on.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on first down. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Michigan!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they try to pass forward, and they complete the pass, and you just need a little second effort, something to break a tackle and maybe get into the end zone, but they weren't able to get it.
The hands team able to secure that football, and with that, should have secured a victory.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
To the air. It's Morton. Under fire. The game may be the best rivalry in college football, and this year, the Buckeyes will hold the bragging rights. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.